Oh, what? Fucking Easter eggs. Okay, welcome back to What on Earth 2 again, where I'm going to talk about what on Earth 2 I am doing, especially with these new updates that just came out and all this new news where again I am left confused and bewildered again about what I'm going to do or what I'm supposed to do. And of course, on this channel, as always, I have zero advice to give. I don't know what I'm doing myself. You probably won't learn anything new from me. And tile giveaways, everybody seems to be doing tile giveaways. Nope, not here. I don't. I'm not one of those big content creators with lots of money who can just give away tiles like that. I don't know, who knows, maybe in the future, but right now this is just like a vlog sort of thing of me responding to these new updates and trying to talk about what I'm thinking about doing or what I think I should do or what I think I shouldn't do. So, welcome along. So same as last time really in my first video, a lot of this confusion that I have is based around the fear of missing out, just not sure of what to do or what not to do, and especially with other people saying all these amazing things about it, like Matt Lorian, I think his name was, who did a video about the resources, and this is where you should buy, and you need to get quarries and gold and diamonds and expand your portfolio. And he was putting lots of money into doing it himself. And just another one of those videos again that I was watching thinking, oh, like, how do you know? How do you know it's going to be those quarries? And should I invest? I don't have that much money to put out and I can't risk spending it on something that might lose. And people are always said, only put the money in that you are willing to lose. And I myself I have put more money in than I'm willing to lose already, which is kind of why I'm stopping or slowing down a lot. Like I only wanted to put in about $500 just to buy a few plots here and there, but now I've put about $2,000 in, which is, that's eaten into my personal budget. Not that I can't sustain myself, I still have enough to pay my bills and get by on life. But this little nest egg of money that I was trying to build just to save up for any rainy day, I'm now eating into. Like this has sort of become my rainy day, which I didn't want it to. So trying not to react to all these videos. And then there was another video that said something about like these updates will make us rich, and it's that, oh, it gives you that feeling of, oh, it's going to make us rich, I have to invest now early, I don't want to miss out, like Bitcoin and all these other things. So I'm putting brakes on, I'm slowing down. The only thing I'm going to wait for now is to buy, and then that's it. But this is what I've been doing up to this stage. So with the class 1 stuff, I got caught up in that, and obviously all class 1 tiles are currently sold out, at least until Dubai comes back online. So, but I managed to find some using a place called Earth 2 Market, and I got these class 1 tiles, and I wouldn't say any of them are great or in great locations. I just did it because I was like, oh, I need to have some, because that's what everybody else is telling me to, and I don't want to miss out on whatever the thing is. So the way I got them is I would go onto this Earth 2 Market. This is the old market website layout, this is just the one I'm used to. And so if you go on it yourself and you find this one, this is the new market layout. So I just click up here, just because I'm used to the way the old one looks. And yeah, to search for the class 1s, I would leave it as any country. I would change class 1 in this tile class drop down. Max, I'd leave everything else as it is, and my price I'd set to 50 bucks, so you know, not much. And then I would order it sort from discount low to high to low, so I get the one with the highest discount at the top, and then I would filter it and see what comes up. Okay, and then when it loads, there's usually one at the top that's a feature discount one, but obviously there's nothing there at the minute. So it loads. These are all the class 1 tile sales below 50 bucks, and it will show you here that they purchased it for 42. The market value is currently 77, and I could buy it for $45 for 72 tiles, 72 class 1 tiles in Turkmenistan. So if I click open property, just so I can see where it is and what it looks like, I would go into it, click the view here, it loads it up on the map, And there, it's that big square right in the middle. So what I've been doing is just trying to zoom out like this by pressing Control and the minus key, so I can have a good look at where those class 1 tiles are. So that one, it's in Turkmenistan. It's not particularly on, you know, an important building from the looks of it. It's in a reasonably populated location. So when I've been looking at this, I've kind of thought, oh, if it's not in a populated location right now, will it be really populated? You know, when we're at phase 2 and phase 3, will there be more people around then? And, you know, those are the things I've been trying to think about when I'm considering buying a class 1 location. And then I might go to another one. Let's have a look what else we got here. Let's see, this one, 32 tiles, class 1. All right, let's have a look. And I'll open this property. Yeah, somewhere in the Philippines on the coast. View. And there. So these ones, even though they're in a beautiful spot in the Philippines, right on a coastline, which might be ideal, I don't know, that's one I thought I would think twice about myself, just because it doesn't seem to be around any other ones. But I don't even know if that's the right way to think, you know. I'd still be on that edge. Well, it's the Philippines, it's an island, surely it's going to be sold. They're class 1 tiles. But this is what is currently stopping me from investing in any more class 1 tiles. Let's have a look if there's anything else interesting. Click to have a look. Let's see where it is. Once it loads, because I'm zoomed so far out, it's taking longer to load. If I zoom in a bit closer, it will zoom out. Ah, see, this one's not too bad. So this, if I zoom in a bit closer, it's random. It's these ones, this group, the ones that are slightly lighter than the others, and this line across the bottom. So they're all class 1 tiles in a really populated area. So something like that I would consider purchasing. So I'll show you the ones that I have purchased on my profile. So these were some class 1s right in the middle of a power plant location. It looked reasonably popular, so I just bought it on a whim. I thought, hey, why not? So these were the random ones. So this one here, class 1 sex tiles. That's how I've titled it, by pressing edit and changing the name here, just so I'm familiar with it and I know what it is by looking at it. And the only reason I bought it was because it's class 1 and it spells out the word sex. I thought I don't know if I could build anything on that, if I would be able to do anything with it at all, but it's class 1, so I got it for that. And the fact that it spells out the word sex, I thought maybe in the future that could be something funny that will gain some interest. And if I zoom out, it is just on the edge of a really populated area. So maybe once, you know, this goes to phase 2 and 3, the population in this area will spread even more. So this one, Venezuela. Let's have a look. Why did I buy this one? Yeah, I suppose that's why. It's a nice little square. It's right in the middle of a really populated area. It just popped up on this one, somewhere towards the top when I was on there last time, and I just got it on a whim. Again, not sure if it's the right thing to do, not too sure really what's going to happen with the class 1s, but that was my process. And then this was the last one, this other semi-interesting one. Another one, it spelt out Lohpit. I'm not too sure what that word is, what it means. I tried to find the profile of the original owner to see what language it was, but I haven't been able to do it. And I just bought it again because it's a decent number of tiles. They're all class 1. They're in the middle of a really populated area. So that was my reason. So if you yourself are thinking about class 1s and you was in the same boat as me and you wasn't too sure how you go about getting them, that's a pretty decent way of doing it. And obviously I set my limit to $50 and it only brings up one page of results. But if you set your limit to $100, a whole bunch more come up. And yeah, I find going for the ones with the bigger discounts help, because as soon as you buy it, it adds to your portfolio and your net worth jumps up because of that percentage discount that you bought them for disappears when it's in your profile, so it jumps up in value straight away. I don't know how that helps in the long run either, when it comes to sales, because obviously when you go into the market, everybody's selling them for discount prices anyway. So even if your profit rises to 100% what it originally was, I don't imagine you'll actually be able to sell it for 100%. Not at this stage anyway. You'd have to discount it. So maybe you wouldn't make money. I don't know. Augmented reality was something that was mentioned too, and it has been been put out there on tweets. And other people have been mentioning it. And obviously, if there's going to be a virtual reality world that's going to be created, I imagine that augmented reality is something that will definitely be there somehow, or a layer that you can add or remove through your mobile device, perhaps. Anybody who doesn't know what augmented reality is, it's like, imagine if somebody bought the tiles in the exact location that I'm in right now, but they bought the tiles on Earth 2. And I could use my phone as a window to see into that virtual world, like another layer. So I thought, how would augmented reality work for us as users if we're buying land on this platform? And I figured that, just imagine, like, if this becomes so ingrained into our society that it's where people go for everything. And I thought, if you come out of a bar, a nightclub at the end of the night, and you want to grab a taxi, and this Earth 2 virtual world is so ingrained that that's the thing you go to. You pick up your phone, you're on the street where you are, you activate the augmented reality layer, and you search around. And through your phone, you can kind of see where all the taxis are and hotels, and maybe there'll be little floating adverts within your phone showing you there's rooms in this hotel, the taxi's here, there's a takeaway over there. And if you own that street plot or that area of land on the Earth 2 platform, maybe you will be the one that gets the money for the advertisements used through augmented reality. So I thought, oh, well, where would I go and buy some places then? And this is where I got carried away again, just thinking, oh, like, there's so many things to do and buy and click, and getting in on the ground level is where I wanted to get, which is, again, what's contributed towards me spending more money than I'm comfortable with. But this is what I ended up doing, and I had to put the brakes on real quick because I got carried away with my thinking. So this is the map of Christchurch City in New Zealand, and I know that this street here and this street is a real busy street for people coming out of bars. These are all bars, and there's a whole bunch of bars down here, and at night time it's packed, and there's loads of people waiting for taxis, and you get taxis lined up on this street and down here. It's real busy. So I ended up buying this little square of 6 here. It's slightly away from this. This is a path. This is over the water. So when I had a closer inspection after I purchased it, I kind of thought, damn, I bought the wrong place. It's not any use. But I figured if people come out of these bars onto this street, they activated the augmented reality layer on their devices, and if you own this, you are the one that gets a percentage of the adverts, perhaps, especially when these are all lined with taxis. And there's a street part here, and I thought, oh, if I could maybe I should buy these here, and then anybody that stood on that street that's looking through the augmented reality layer, there's hotels and takeaways and all sorts here, then maybe you would get the advertising royalties for that street. But I was getting carried away. There's so many streets to buy on, and I just didn't know what to do. But then I went further down here, and I thought there's a really potentially good location if I could get it. So let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it was right here. So this is a skate park. So these are all my tiles right now. I bought these. Again, I wasn't ready to spend the money, but my brain told me, this is an opportunity. You don't want to miss out on it. With this, I need to control that thinking because it's going to lead me to a tragic end if I don't be careful. But this is a skate park, so I figured this is going to have a real concentrated audience of people. Everybody that's going to be here are going to be skaters or bikers or into the outdoors. So if I own that and people are skating and they're using the augmented reality, you can get really tailored advertisements, for skateboards or mountain bikes or outdoor stuff that are all targeted towards those skate people. So that's why I thought that was a good idea. But then obviously my thinking got carried away again. I thought, where else could I do it? There's supermarkets, people coming outside of supermarkets that might need a taxi. There's airports, everybody's needing taxis outside airports, even though there's taxis already there. I got carried away and thought I need to stop, otherwise I'll be buying these streets and these junctions and these car parks. It's just so much, which you've got to be careful and really do your best not to get carried away with the potential of what could happen, especially because we don't even know yet. Be wise with your money, guys. Whatever you do, be wise. just, there's so much going on out there. It's really got to filter it through my brain to make sure that I'm not going a little bit too crazy. But the Easter egg hunt, that's the new thing, the Easter eggs. Like, I really want to be part of that, and I really want to find an Easter egg, but obviously I don't know how, and nobody knows how yet. But then there's lots of speculation out there, and like I said, I'm in New Zealand. The time I wake up is usually after everybody else receives the news. I work most of the time. I don't have time to scroll through the map. And is that how we find the Easter eggs? Do we go onto the map and we literally scroll through the map looking at the squares, and there'll be something in the squares? Or is it something else? Is it hidden in the menu system? Is it clues through Discord? It's this FOMO that's happening, this fear that I'm gonna miss out, that is fueling my excitement. But I suppose that's what it is for everybody, and they're doing a really good job of it, just being very vague to create this speculation and create these conversations in Discord and social media and through the YouTube channel, so that we're all talking about it. That's the idea, right? To keep us talking about it. And there, yeah, the side effect of that to someone like me is, I don't want to miss out, I need to buy some things. Gotta be careful. I've got to be careful. You guys be careful too. Yeah. So even with phase 2, I suppose we've all got to take this into consideration too when we're investing in all these lands and trying to make sure that we've still got plenty of money, then we're not going over the limit. Is because when phase 2 comes around and we get to build, how much is that going to cost? You know, do we have to pay to use that too? Or, you know, does it come free because we've already paid for so much land? I mean, I presume that we get to use the resources that we get from our land. That's what a lot of other people have said. We gain the resources, we can use our resources and sell them. And with other people saying that this is going to make us millions, you know, we're going to be rich. Like, are we though? Are the normal people using it going to be rich? I imagine these people that have put tens of thousands into it, maybe, you know, that's going to make them money. But are normal people like us going to be rich from it? How much can we sell our resources for? Yeah, hopefully phase 2, ideally phase 2 would come with free, build your stuff, and then maybe phase 3 there'll be more cost then. I doubt it though. I think we're all going to have to pay something, so we got to stand by for what that cost is going to be too. Pixel art and NFTs, I don't really know what that's about. NFTs, non-fungible tokens. I've been watching a few videos to try and explain to me what it is, and I think I've got a grip of what it is, how it works with the blockchain, and how it's a unique moment that you own. How it works with this, I still don't know yet. Pixel art and all that kind of stuff. And then obviously there's people keep talking about Logan Paul, and I haven't heard or seen anything of that lately. And the only thing I can imagine is that because he's got such a big following of people that, I don't know, maybe the developers have been in contact with him and said, please don't publish anything about this too much yet, because obviously if he's got millions of followers that all jump on board the platform, it could crash the system. And obviously that's the last thing the developers want, right? A whole bunch of new people come in and the system crashing on their first experience wouldn't do them any favors. So I don't know, maybe that's the thing why we're not hearing too much in terms of, you know, the big influencers pushing people onto this platform yet, at least anyway. And that's it. Dubai is coming. That's it. I'm holding off for Dubai. I'm going to somehow try and just be there when it goes live, and try and get something in a good location for a good price. That's it. Dubai. And then I feel like my portfolio should be done. Although I keep seeing, I'm on the Facebook, obviously the Earth 2 Facebook group, and these posts that keep coming up about Lithuania and San Marino and all these other countries, like buy now 50 cents, all these mega cities that I keep seeing, that I bought in a bunch of mega cities, but these other mega cities that I keep seeing that I've been, no, not buying in that mega city. And then it'll keep popping up, and every time it pops up there seems to be more tiles sold, and I'm like, oh, I've missed out, should I jump in now? So I'm trying to hold off doing that, and yeah, just gonna wait, hopefully just for Dubai, get a bunch in Dubai, and then maybe phase 2 will be real close by then, that we got a better understanding of what we're doing. If you're in the same boat, please let me know, talk to me about it. I would love to know if you are thinking similar things to me, or you're in the same boat, or you've done the same with your finances as me, or you're holding off for me, or you know more. I would love to know, talk to me. But other than that, good luck with whatever you guys choose to do, and be smart, be smarter than me, because I still feel like I'm guessing. But again, thanks for watching. See you next time.